Jets. This is a franchise matchup. The Browns are 12-2. The Jets are 7-7. Should be a pretty decent game.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, they got Joe Flacco as their quarterback? Nah. Sam Darnold, I think, as they starting quarterback, I believe. Let's see, the Joe Flacco. I don't see how the hell Joe Flacco, he signed a $100-something million contract with the Baltimore Ravens. A year or two after that, he was gone from Baltimore and no longer a starter.
They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off.
Yeah, that's
with the
just
Cleveland
weird.
Browns.
How the hell one year you work this much money, and the next year you're not even a starter?
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Well, not the
Charles,
next year, but the next 2 years maybe.
They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2.
You have to sign Dontrell Hilliard from my practice squad because Nick Chubb, Nick Chubb, he got hurt, dislocated ankle. He got hurt last game, so I only had Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and Johnson. So it was always good to keep 3 running backs.
Take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Let's see what we gonna do. That's Johnson.
A run here with Dearness Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected.
I'm going to switch this play. I'm going to go for this flanker drive. Hooper, it's coming to you. You are Landry.
On 2nd and
Landry.
Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
6
weeks. Give him 3
weeks.
on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He might be back for the Super Bowl, maybe.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Yeah, Nick Chubb might be back for the Super Bowl.
Play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent
Get
game.
that part. Oh, we do. Come on, Kareem.
They'll try to run for the first down with
Yeah,
Hunt.
we should have got there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like
Yep.
they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller,
Dearness Johnson, I'm going to give him some work today. I'm just eager to see what he can do because I'm not too familiar with the guy.
Shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Damn.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Word.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
4th down, let's get it.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what
Montreal
happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's complete. Hooper.
All right, Austin.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he works free. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Ernest Johnson, man.
Nice gain,
He working.
yards there and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 10, first and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he is into the end zone.
Work,
Touchdown,
Jarvis.
Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Work, Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun, looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Man.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out
I'm
and
trying to
start
kill
fast.
that quarterback,
That's not unusual
man.
at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
I should have been head down trail here. You returning my kicks,
Drive about to get started,
punts.
and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, Kareem.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Is he hurt?
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to
He
run
probably
over
got hurt,
people.
man.
And if you do that
If he ain't on
throughout
this
the
play
game,
here,
after
nah,
a
he ain't
while,
get
they
hurt
might just
right
run
there.
through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jet 16. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. screenplay. Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone
Word.
for a Browns touchdown. Dearness Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front
Ernest
to get
Johnson.
him downfield
Man.
for the touchdown.
And it's up and good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Seems like he should be a starter. He playing good. And his rating is only a 66.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
A first down throw, Darnold.
Let's go.
One that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
This is too easy,
and
right?
he takes this one back into the end zone.
Olivier, word. Yes, sir.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They
No, he didn't just pick that up and take that all the way to the house.
And have a bust on defense.
Yes, he
But
did.
instead, they created their own pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Olivier standing tall on the defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 39, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Hunt. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. Mayfield now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Damon Harrison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Come on, man! That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and now it's second down. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike, real. I got him. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20.
Man, I need a timeout.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds
I gotta
to
go 20 yards.
in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
I'm gonna go for it. I need 12 yards.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right.
Oh!
Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. And he'll hit his teammate Walker. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A final shot before the break. Darnold going deep for Walker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up, this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started with a good one in the AFC. Indianapolis taking on Pittsburgh at Heinz Field. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Paris Campbell, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I'm coming.
They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold and Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run. It's Gore. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a delayed give to Gore. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold down to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
He's in. Touchdown Jets. 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run to darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Kadero Hodge has it complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Mike 51.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's hit carry for Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards to pick up there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Little underneath throw into the hands of Walker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
If you were me, you do this too.
Round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold to throw again.
Clowney.
Pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Put it right down their
Greedy
throat.
Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it.
He got it.
For a Jets touchdown. Frank Gore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Try to run with Hunt, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And right side, caught. Hogan. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's second down.
Let's get it. Cut it left. Cut it left.
Again, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.